Hey kids, Inverted Cow here and welcome back to Empyrion version 8.0.0. I have advanced somewhat since I recorded last. I kept playing for about 3 or 4 hours the other night and didn't really do much more recording, but I figured I'd bring you back in, show you where we're at, and continue on. So, first off, as you can see behind me, yes, I have a hover vessel core. It has attached to it a power tank, a fuel tank, a generator, a armor locker, a small constructor, and a refrigerator, plus a couple of spotlights because I'm tired of working in the dark. I made the one survival constructor and made myself a drill, a chainsaw, and a projectile pistol. I've also now finally made myself a sniper's gun and started working towards getting myself a functional hover vessel, which is part of the reason why I wanted to bring this back in. This was the survival constructor that I had found in the cargo box that was buried in this wreckage. Yes, I actually had to excavate half this wreckage to get the cargo box and motorbike. It was a lot of fun. Now, if I bring up map here, you'll see there's a bunch of ore deposits around here. Some of them are actually somewhat depleted already. That's right, I went out and I mined copper and some silicon. I've also starved to death. 5 times already I've starved to death. Yeah. Food is now a vital problem. I don't know what you call this multi-tool that you start with. I mean, it's almost like it's a hand-operated device because of the stamina use when you're using it. It is incredibly painfully slow to take down stuff. I have researched multi-tools. Oh, and I went and I explored all the rest of the wreckage. That's why I've got some other bits and pieces. Found some med kits and food supplies in one of the wreckage, or two of the wreckages, I guess. I have researched the multi-tool, but I don't think I've actually got the stuff yet to make one. And I'm not sure if the ore scanner does any good because I made it and then I went over and realized that these are now the old style voxel type mining deposits, which means you will also get stuck in these holes if you're not careful, which is also why I made my level 1 armor, because I needed the jetpack jump boost, and it also gives me the temperature boost so my guy quits whining that he's cold in plus 13 degree temperatures. Like, seriously, my house is plus 13 degrees. I'm sitting here in my house coat. Other things I have learned: do not take your motorcycle and try to circumnavigate the globe this way. Travel down south through the poles. The pole animation is very awesome when you get to it. You've got this barrier of plants and whatever, and then it becomes this giant, flat, wide open field. I figured I'd drive through, drive around, drive up the other side, see what happened. Well, I drove through, and it kept saying I was going south. I don't know if the motorbike still shows up anymore, but one of these lakes had a motorcycle in it. Yeah, I saved the world before I did it because I wasn't sure if it would crash the game or anything. It does. It will. If you load your motorcycle and just drive south, find yourself in a endless void expanse that will continue forever. You can see it, like if you look at the outline of this lake, how it cuts off and then it picks up over here, and it looks like it would almost connect. Yeah, they really need to finish the detailing around the poles. I'm guessing the North Pole cap is probably going to be the same kind of deal. These really need to be fixed so that if you go to the North Pole, I mean, they got rid of the red barrier, but they have to find a way to connect the seams on either side of this planet. Like even if you go into a transition and you do this kind of thing, you know, like you should always be curving in an arc, but it needs to have a point on the top where it's like your compass stops working, and then you get to another point and it starts working again. Those are things to keep aware of. Yes, I know that alien tower. I have to deal with that. Out of map. Okay, so that's what we have uncovered. I was also having a lot of problems with food spoiling. I would harvest food. For example, I went and I picked mushrooms or the akua berries or whatever. It would go into my inventory and it would connect with other spoiled, like if I had spoiled mushrooms in my inventory, I'd pick mushrooms and I would have spoiled mushrooms in my inventory. I wouldn't have fresh mushrooms going in there. It would just stack with the spoiled food. So all of a sudden you end up thinking you've just gone and spent 2 hours harvesting food, and you have a large collection of rotted food that's no good for anything. As for now, I have yet to find an actual use for spoiled food. Again, they took and made it useless. You know, it was useful at one point because you would use it for biofuel. Now it's useless. The biofuel is also good. You still refuel your ships with it. I mean, this thing. I found a power coil in one of the wreckages that had a large fuel pack in it. I threw that in here, but you can still use the biofuel to power this as well. I made this so I could actually get the refrigerator going. That's basically the only reason I made this core. I got tired of rotted food. It's really funny. Your guy, he can build a spacecraft. He can build a hovercraft. You know, he can take basic hand tools and strip apart a spaceship, but he can't build a campfire to cook steak and stay warm. The survival aspect, they've added a lot, but they still have a long way to go to make any real difference. So there's where we're at. I'm going to go back over here to these deposits. I'm going to do a lot more mining. I want to get some materials up. I really want to see if I can achieve a hover vessel today. And I'm probably going to try to build myself a multi-tool at some point and start stripping this down. I have unlocked the multi-tool, but I don't know how to make the multi-tool charge. It says it's done in a mobile capacity. Okay, so multi-charge. Yeah, I need to find promethium at some point in time. Without finding a promethium at all, I'm going to have almost impossible to get anything done. But I need to get the steel plates to build some projectile ammo. I'm going to build the assault rifle. I'm thinking of building a larger assault rifle. And I need steel plates to build some sniper ammo. As it's nighttime again, I'm going to sleep, and I'll pick it up after I have done a lot more mining and I have some ammo, and we're going to look at getting this hover vessel finished. So don't go away, kids. We'll be right back. Okay, kids, we are back. I have leveled, mostly leveled this wreckage. I can come down 1 or 2 more layers. I have mined, as you can see, that ore deposit over there. The silicone and the copper I've mined substantially on. And I have built or added to the hover platform I had sitting here and actually built myself a fairly basic rudimentary hover bike vehicle type thing. It's nothing fancy, but it will do the trick, I hope. So let's just jump into here and we'll quickly reorganize all the things. And then what we'll do is we'll just turn main. Should be able to now just turn all thrusters on. Page down and scroll back. Oh, come on, you are not that tail heavy. You got 3 hover pads in the back. Oh, I know why it's not lifting those. Those are the 3 that are actually turned off. Active. Let's see how that works. There we go. Yeah, it's not meant to be fancy or shiny or anything. It's meant to move faster than a motorcycle and to explore a little bit more. As you can see, the core is still exposed right next to me. It's basically all I've done is just made an armor platform with a hover or with a cockpit on it. Got 2 refrigerators in there because I got tired of spoiled foods, and yeah, not much else to it. So let's see, we can just park it down on the ground here. I did make a harvester module, but I am still not sure if I want to actually put it on the vessel here at all. But I can throw this stuff in here because I'm not needing to carry all of this crap with me now. And I can do is order ammo. I need some sniper rounds. And I need a couple more of those. Now I've been using these to basically just process large quantities of raw material, which they have been doing. But now I'm going to pick them up. So I don't need them here. Pick up this tent. I got one other thing that I have built and placed on the ground here. We have 4 RCSs. This thing should actually turn a little bit smoother than it is. It's not turning very well, which doesn't surprise me. I usually underpower my RCSs. Alright, where are you? I made myself a water generator, loaded it up with fuel packs and let it run. So there we go, there's that. So now I should be able to get into the cargo box. throw in some of this actual cargo in the cargo box. Still have to access everything through the P menu, more or less. That's not a big deal. We'll grab some food. So every day, this is actually taking me almost a full real-time, like real-life day. Like I've been at this for quite a few hours now. But basically every planet day here, I go out and I was harvesting, I'd harvest food or I'd harvest resources, and then I'd come back and I'd spend all night taking apart that CV or crashed ship or crashed whatever it is. I tried doing the, as you'll see from my screen here, the green eating akua. Yeah, the plant proteins, you can't pick those up. They come up as fruit or whatever, so that doesn't work. So I'm going to reactivate the Robertson protocol, which should now reactivate the tower icon. I guess not. All right. Waypoint, remove on approach, accept. There we go. So let's go cruise over and take a look at this so-called alien tower. Now that we're not walking and riding a motorcycle. Oops. Yes, and I love the fact that these trees are now wide enough apart that you can actually fly a small hover vessel through here. I'm going to turn that off so I'll drift. Is that wreckage one I've already seen? Yes, okay. Oops. Yes, I should probably stop and pick some of these akua berries and some of these other things and stuff, but so we can get out of this forest. There we go. Wide open plains. Let's patch her full open and let's see what she'll do. Promethium deposit. Ooh, there we go. There's something I haven't found yet. Definitely going to have to come back and mine that. I'm not entirely sure if this tower is weapons on it or what the deal is, so I want to be careful coming in on it. I prefer it not to be foggy, but it's not shooting at me, which is a good thing. Okay, I figured this is a part of the Robinson missions, which are fairly fairly straightforward. Okay, let's crank on our thrusters, break down here, and we'll settle back to the ground. And we'll turn off primary drives. Oops, no, drives. There we go. Okay. That should have made me some ammo. I don't really need this, or that. So they can stay behind. I will take this. Now the drone is still broken, so I'm rather kind of annoyed with that. But there's not much I can do. I have a bunch of berry juice. which don't give food, but they give health and stamina. One grilled steak left, and that's not going to last me for long. So, let's see what's inside the tower. Remove plates covering an exit. Come on, this is me you're talking about. Help, I'm trapped. Ooh, eek, I'm trapped. Yeah. Anything in here besides just these traps? Ooh, fuel tank. Thank you. We'll take everything you have. So I guess this is your introduction to traps that exist in the game. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Push yourself against walls and see if you can break through. There's a lever. Probably going to have to keep activating the lever until I get out. Oops, I broke your Robertson protocol. Ooh, this is an explosive block. Pretty. I'm guessing one of those things was the trap to open the explosive block. let's see here. Trapped inside. Trapped inside. Okay, you still can't check the one that you're done. Okay, so Elion, you still got other bugs. You see, once you beat this mission, you should be able to move on. But I'm guessing they're still saying I'm missing something. I guess nobody warned them not to try to capture a cow. Yes, 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 I know. I'm hungry. This guy freaking lives on his stomach 5 times a day. I eat that. Okay, I need to figure out what to do with this because now it's busted. And I can't launch a drone that high. Okay, I gotta go hunting and secure some food for this guy because he's gonna starve to death while I wait to figure this base out. So, don't go away, kids. We'll be back after I have found some victuals for my hungry cow. Okay, we are back. I have ran around in the wilderness here, shot a few critters, found some food, returned. I've tried to figure out how to reactivate or get this mission to continue, but I have no clues. Absolutely not an idea whatsoever. I've come up here. I multi-tooled out the generator and everything else. Yeah, I don't know. Can't really see any other viable way to get past this. If you are playing the Robertson Protocol and you fall into this trap and you don't do what they want you to do, well, you know, sorry for your luck, but it looks like it's game over at that point. No way to deactivate that particular just recycling it maybe might help. There's a low energy current. I'm going to push yourself against the walls until you find it. Yeah. Trip the two motion sensors. It'll trigger this. You blow the wall up and then you escape. I'm guessing that was the idea. It explodes the fuel tank. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It's done. Thanks all for watching, kids. I'm going to have to go and do some exploring on planet and get back to actually playing the game. The Robertson Protocol still sucks ass. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't turn out to be anything from the looks of things, and it's too easy to, well, get jammed up here. So thanks for watching, and good night for now.